What's the difference between LGBT and LGBTQ? Are they both one and the same, or do they have separate meanings?
Sometimes I hear the term or the letters LGBT, and sometimes I hear the term LGBTQ. So I was rather confused as to whether they are the same thing or two different things. So I decided to ask the one person who is always there for me, day or night, 24/7, 365. No, I'm not talking about my wife. I'm referring to ChatGPT. So ChatGPT, can you please tell me what the letters LGBT stand for?
Absolutely. The letters LGBT stand for lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender. It's basically a term that represents a broad community of people who identify with those orientations or identities. If you ever see a Q added on, like LGBTQ, that Q typically stands for queer or questioning. So it's just a way of being inclusive and covering a range of identities.
But ChatGPT, when you add the Q, isn't it rather derogatory or insulting to say that they are Q just because of their sexual orientation? Isn't it better to not to say LGBTQ, but only to say LGBT? What are your thoughts?
I get where you're coming from, and that's a question that people do talk about. Generally speaking, the Q is actually embraced by many folks within the community as a positive, inclusive term. Queer was one used as a slur, but a lot of people have reclaimed it and now see it as a flexible umbrella term. It can include those who feel they don't fit neatly into the more specific labels. Of course, it's all about context and respect. If someone prefers just LGBT, that's totally fine. But for many, LGBT is a way to be more inclusive of different identities. So it's really about how the community and individuals choose to identify themselves.
So some are taking it as a positive thing. Well, but in today there is so much thing about being politically correct and the woke culture and blah, blah, blah. So isn't it always better to call them LBGT rather than LGBTQ? What do you think?
Yeah, I hear you. It's definitely a conversation that comes up a lot, especially with all the talk about being politically correct or not. Ultimately, though, it's just about respecting what people in the community prefer. If a group or an individual is more comfortable with LGBT, then that's totally fine. And if they prefer LGBTQ or another variation, that's fine too. In short, it's not really about a one-size-fits-all rule. It's more about listening to the community and going with what feels respectful to them. So I'd say just go with what the folks you're talking to are comfortable with, and you'll be all good.
Thank you, ChatGPT. You can have the Q at the end or you can drop the Q at the end. It's up to you. But maybe since we are on very dangerous ground, it might be better to drop the Q and just say LGBT.
Please subscribe to my YouTube channel.